Are you ready to float? Because Pennywise is back. The IT franchise has a brand new chapter, It, Welcome to Derry, a prequel series to It, Chapter 1 and Chapter 2, inspired by Stephen King's classic novel. Now, this universe expands, showing us events that were in the book, but never made it to the big screen. The show already has 2 episodes streaming on HBO Max, and today I'm here to talk about these terrifying first chapters. Let's start with this. I actually really like both the first and the second episodes. By the way, the second one dropped on October 31st, right on Halloween. HBO decided to dive deeper, not only into the deaths caused by Pennywise, but also what the military is doing in Derry. And we can already start to theorize what's coming next. The origin of Pennywise, this mysterious entity, and his ancient enemy, which we'll talk about in a bit. Before we start, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and hit that bell so you don't miss any of our new videos. And if you haven't watched our video explaining the full story of Pennywise, go check it out. It's really good. But for those who haven't seen it yet, let's do a quick recap of his greatest enemy. In episode 2, for example, we have Lily being haunted by some seriously weird visions. And yeah, spoiler alert here, she's completely out of her mind, seeing her dad chopped up inside a jar of pickles. One of the most bizarre and awesome scenes so far. The scare and tension scenes are really well done, even though the book is massive and one of my favorites. I didn't love Chapter 2 because of some creative choices, but Welcome to Derry honestly surprised me in a good way. Andy Muschietti, director of both films, is back as executive producer, and he directed the first 2 episodes. And he's trying to answer the big question, what exactly is the thing? What's even cooler is that Andy's clearly exploring the Kingverse, the connected universe of Stephen King's stories. They all take place in Maine, and he's using that connection really well. Right in the first episode, we get a shock. Characters who look like main leads die almost immediately, killed by a demon baby devouring everyone. I swore it was a hallucination, but nope, it was all real. That demon baby is actually one of Pennywise's forms, and Muschietti said it represents the fears of that era. Since the show takes place in the 1950s, during the Cold War and the fear of a Third World War. And yes, Pennywise hasn't shown up as a clown yet. So far, he only appears in monstrous shapes. The CGI looks fantastic. Seriously, it's a treat to watch. Besides the psychological horror, there's an arc that really caught my attention. The U.S. Army is in Derry. They know about the existence of the creature, and the general wants to turn Pennywise into a weapon. How that's supposed to work? No one knows yet, but it's a bold and dangerous idea, and that connects directly to the cosmic side of the Kingverse, because the creature, the It, isn't from this planet. It's an alien entity, locked in an ancient battle with another being called Maturin, a giant celestial turtle that created the universe. Yes, that's right. A massive turtle that literally vomited the cosmos. There are tons of references to her, both in the films and now in the series. In fact, Lily gets a turtle pendant, and there's a school scene that shows its symbol. Those details make hardcore fans so happy. But honestly, that cosmic part of the book is pretty heavy, and here they're treating it in a lighter, more symbolic way. In the book, those parts are slow and kind of dense. In the show, they only use what's essential to keep us curious, And it's fascinating because we know Pennywise won't be defeated yet. That only happens later, with the Losers Club. So the challenge here is to show how this whole cycle of terror began. And I'm telling you, the military's going to realize they messed with something they shouldn't have. It's all going to go south and they'll just back off, leaving Derry to its fate. And that's how the cycle of the thing keeps going. Oh, and speaking of the King verse, there's a really cool cameo. Dick Halloran from The Shining. Here, he appears as a soldier excavating the Derry area. It's the same Dick who later helps Danny Torrance deal with his psychic powers. So yeah, it and The Shining are officially connected. The show also tackles some heavy themes: racial tension, war trauma, and Cold War paranoia. Most of the main cast is black, and the child actors are absolutely killing it. And check this out. Welcome to Derry is already the third biggest series premiere on HBO Max. Audiences are loving Stephen King's brand of horror. It proves people want more of this universe. The demon baby, nuclear fear, the monsters. This is just the beginning. There's a lot more coming. And of course, I'll cover everything right here on Top Zone. Next week, we'll be back to talk about episode 3 with you guys. And I want to know, are you watching It Welcome to Derry? Tell us in the comments what you thought and what you expect for the future of this series. Oh, and while you're at it, make sure to subscribe and leave a like. See you in the next video. And remember, we all float here.